The 2012 Wimbledon, you lost to Roger Federer, and I believe from what you've said that might have been the most personally difficult one for you to get over. The runner-up speech that you gave after that, what was it that made you so emotional?
I think, there's a lot of reasons for it. It had been a long time since any British man had won at Wimbledon, so it would have been 76 years. I pretty much really got reminded about that most days of my life. And it's not a joke. I would literally get asked about it every single day in press conferences. As tennis players, we do maybe 80 to 100 press conferences a year, one after every single match and before every tournament.
And people might not understand that in the States, because I don't think there's any event that has similar stature to that, and any one person that's tied to an event in our country similar to how you were in Britain. What's that pressure like?
I tried to I got asked by a few American journalists at the time, what it was like, and the example I used was, someone like a LeBron James, who, was, probably he was the best player in the league, but hadn't, won an NBA championship. And with every year that kind of goes on, the pressure builds more and more, and people ask you more questions about why you haven't won and what are the reasons for that, and is it a mental thing? I saw a lot of times people were saying that in the fourth quarter of games, LeBron James, he wouldn't take the final shot, he wanted to pass, he didn't want to be the guy to maybe make the mistake, and that just continues to build over time. So
yeah, but it would be like that if he was the only person representing the U.S. and the only person that kind of had a chance to.
Yeah, I think that was just kind of the best sort of example that I could find that people might understand. But yeah, it's just very, very difficult. There's an extreme amount of pressure during Wimbledon, not just for me but all of the British players. And then the closer you get to winning an event like that, it's tough, and that losing in that final in 2012 against Federer was a tough one for me, mentally. But I did also think that is the best I'd played in a Grand Slam final, and that's why I got over it a bit quicker. But at the time, for the few days afterwards, it was very tough.
You said you actually had a dream after that loss that you had won the Wimbledon final, and then you woke up after that. Was that, that impacted you?
Yeah, it certainly didn't. It didn't help any. The thing that helped the most really was that the Olympics was coming so soon afterwards, and not many athletes get a chance to compete in Olympics for a start, but also having one, in your country. That doesn't happen often, so I was very, very pumped up about that, and that really helped me get over the Wimbledon loss very quickly.
But interestingly, you said you began to accept that you may not win a Grand Slam, and it was once you started accepting that you felt like the game began to improve?
Yeah, I think that it probably helped a little bit in certain situations, but it was more maybe away from the court that it helped too. That I was just kind of maybe relieved some of that pressure, because I was living every single day like, as soon as I lost in a Grand Slam, I was straight away thinking about the next Grand Slam, and sometimes it was 4 or 5 months away, and that's not the right way to approach things. You need to kind of, as an athlete, it's boring, but you need to kind of go every single day, just try to get a little bit better every day.